It's time to pay up.
This morning, in a newly filed lawsuit, 3 black men are suing American Airlines. They allege company employees appeared to remove all of them from a flight over a complaint about body odor.
As Flight 832 from Phoenix to New York was finishing boarding in January, American employees removed 8 black men from the plane. They were not traveling together, weren't seated next to each other, did not know each other, and appeared to be the only black men on the flight, according to the suit filed early this morning.
Oh, what's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sherm.
It's your man Jay.
American Airlines is really doing a terrible job of defending themselves. They have all these allegations, and they literally have nothing to say. On top of it, there's a video recording of one of their employees saying, yeah, it pretty much does look like racism.
Light.
Just because of the color of my skin. Okay.
I do not disagree.
But
another thing, what are the chances that 8 random black people who don't know each other all smell bad? When I first heard about the reason they got kicked off, I assumed it was a bunch of teenagers and maybe they all smelled like weed, and then, that's the reason why they get kicked off. But even that, doesn't require you to get kicked off because weed's legal. So I'm very confused when it comes to the situation.
First thing I'm thinking, it's a good thing that men like these 3 men who are bringing this lawsuit against American Airlines exist. Because I would have been one of the 5 black men who would just been pissed about it and not done anything.
That's real.
I'm keeping it real.
I mean, lawsuits are expensive. I mean, I'm guessing it's probably pro bono. So they're if they end up winning, then they get something. If not, then
Or maybe they are just paying to have legal representation. Because they're black, they can't afford an attorney?
No, I mean, it's
racist.
a huge corporation, bro. It's not like it's your neighbor next door.
No, I'm playing. Let's keep it real, guys. These guys look like they smell. No, I'm kidding.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
All right, let me stop joking. Let me get serious. Okay, I'm just totally messing around. Look, all jokes aside, let's keep it real. Listen, if it's one thing, it would have been one thing if they were all actually a group together and they all actually knew each other.
That's what I was saying.
I know. Even that, right? Even if they had been sitting next to one another, for goodness sake, they were all sat in different places on the plane. So if the complaint was that one of them had BO or whatever they said, or one of them smelled, or they smelled, okay, you take one off the plane, I get it. You take 2 off the plane that are close to each other, maybe, which even still is crazy. Taking all 8 off the plane in different seats. Normally, I'm that type of guy who's like, oh, I'm calling racism, but come on, man.
I'm like, but American Airlines did such a bad job when it comes to this. They didn't
Terrible.
describe what kind of odor was it. Was it like a drug odor? Was it BO odor? What kind of odor did you smell from them?
The person that apparently said they smelled, or yeah, I guess all of them smelled, I don't know, was the flight attendant. And so unless I don't know, maybe.
So it didn't even come from passengers. So it was a
flight
complaint based off of a flight attendant.
That's what I believe I heard, yeah. The flight attendant walked by one of them and then made a complaint or something to that effect. I think I remember that being the thing. But yeah, it's just utterly ridiculous. I don't know. How do they write this one off? Some people's idea of how to make change for situations like this are to hit companies where it hurts the most. Their bottom line. So boycott American Airlines. I get it. But part of me is like, what percentage of American Airlines revenue comes from black passengers? I wonder. What if they are secretly making these things happen to dissuade black passengers from coming on the plane? I mean, this is a very real, conspiracy theory type thing.
Yeah, this lawsuit to me just seems like a slam dunk. And the reason why it seems like such a slam dunk is because they're complaining about the smell, but then they couldn't find another flight to book them on, so they just let them all back in the same flight.
when another flight to New York couldn't be found, they were put back on the same plane.
So it obviously wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, very, very wow. You're right. No, that's a really good point you made. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I'm interested. But stuff like this, normally, if anything, it'll be a settlement. It's not going to go to court or to trial or whatever. It'll be a settlement. Those 3 men will get a little bit of change. And by a little bit of change, I mean maybe a little nice piece of change.
Or they probably just get a bunch of free flights.
Who's taking free? The heck no. You better give me some.
I'm saying that's what American Airlines might do.
They might. You silly. That's not ever going to fly.
Hey,
no pun intended. Go ahead.
Do you want to get a flight that I'm going to kick you off again?
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's wild.
So ultimately, guys, I'm going to say American Airlines made a bad decision because this one just seems really dumb and they're putting no effort towards it. So what are you going to say? Good decision, bad decision?
Well, we keep saying American Airlines, but really it was... Oh, okay, it is American Airlines because it was their employee. So, yeah, bad decision. They need better controls or something.
PR.
Ooh, they need better PR. Because this is just kind of... Maybe they're taking the approach to that, like, just don't say anything until they can kind of get more information. Because the more they say, the more they might incriminate themselves. Or, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, they could make a statement like, oh, we don't support this. We're going to get to the bottom of this investigation.
They did.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Ooh.
Yeah, they gave one of those little boilerplate statements. Yeah,
Okay.
they did. But yeah, bad decision. Bad decision.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you think American Airlines made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think the guys who have the lawsuit made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, stay off American Airlines. Nah, I'm going to say that. All right, decision makers, watch what airline you take.